Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to introduce slope-intercept form, more specifically how to find the slope and the y-intercept in slope-intercept form. So the y-intercept, or just any intercept specifically, is the point where the graph crosses the axis. Now you're going to have two different intercepts. Remember, you have your x and your y-axis. Your x is your horizontal, your y is your vertical. Any point on a line that crosses the x-axis right here is going to be your x-intercept. Okay? Then any line that crosses the y-axis, or the vertical up and down axis, is your y-intercept. So what we're going to focus on today in slope-intercept form is the y-intercept. So we're looking at points that cross the y-axis. We've already talked about slope and how to find the slope, so really the only thing new is how to find the y-intercept. And the entire slope-intercept form is just a way that you can write an equation of a linear function that uses, and it's a big surprise here, the two words slope and a y-intercept. Those are the two things that you need in order to graph a linear function. And this is what it's going to look like. Some of you may have seen this before. Y equals mx plus b. This is your big slope-intercept form. Now the two parts that you see, obviously you have a y and an x. That has to be present in every single linear function. The two variables where you can actually input things into are the m, which is your slope, and the b, which is your y-intercept, or just the singular one number where it crosses the y-axis. Because it's always going to be a point where your x is equal to 0. Like, for example, this y-intercept looks like it could be 0, 2. Because your x-coordinate is not moving anywhere to the left or to the right, but it's moving up 2. All of your y-intercepts will have zeros for your x, so this number right here is essentially what's going to be the b. But right now what we're going to focus on is just looking at equations in y equals mx plus b form and determining this part of the equation is the slope and this part of the equation is the y-intercept. So y equals 3x minus 2 over 3. Right underneath y equals mx plus b. Now it could be positive, could be negative. All you have to do is take exactly what you see to represent each of those pieces. So your m, which is the slope, is 3, and your y-intercept, which is the b, is negative 2 over 3. Those are the two parts that you need in order to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, I had a little typo on this one. I meant to put in an x right here. It's on your notes, but this is the number that is right in front of your variable. Negative 7 over 9 is your m. And 2 is your b.